And as you know, we are heading into another stretch of triple-digit temperatures. Right now, Oregon is under a state of emergency because of the heat. Thanks again for joining us at this edition of KGW News at 5 o'clock.
Now, it won't get quite as hot as the heat wave in June that killed more than 100 people across Oregon, but it could still be extremely dangerous. We've
got team coverage for you this afternoon. Tim Gordon is out with a look at where you can go to stay safe if you don't have air conditioning. But we want to start things off with meteorologist Joe Ranieri. Joe, what can we expect?
Well, it's going to be another round of hot conditions heading into tomorrow afternoon. We're looking at temperatures up and down the I-5 corridor and throughout the metro area in the low 100s. 103 over in wine country from the Stoller Family Estate camera. As we look throughout some other locations, Portland just clocked in at 102. We tied a record this afternoon. 102 in Hillsborough and throughout much of the metro area. We're either in the upper 90s or low 100s, although looking at this map, it's basically anywhere from 100 to 103 degrees. It's going to be just a little bit warmer heading into tomorrow afternoon. 101 over in Pendleton. And with this kind of heat, this isn't just a one-day thing. This is going to last at least until Friday. So we could be looking at our second round of triple-digit heat 3 days in a row, like we saw in late June. But the heat will be a little bit cooler from what we saw in late June. Right now, we're looking at a temperature at 102 from our Rose City camera. Winds are pretty light coming in from the west, northwest, about 10 miles per hour. And right now, we're looking at right around the low 100s throughout much of the metro area. These are the official highs, but we could easily maybe bump up another degree or so throughout the next 45 minutes. 103 in Troutdale. Take a look at Scappoose. You're sitting at temperature at 104 degrees at this hour. And heading into the later part of the week, we're still going to be seeing that heat. Heat advisories are really throughout southern Oregon. That purple color, pink color is an excessive heat warning that's in effect now until Saturday night. Now, I'm forecasting highs right around 104, 105 tomorrow. There is one chance that we don't see that happen. That's because of the chance to see some smoke and haze that moves in by late tomorrow morning and into the afternoon. I'll talk more about that a little later on the show. Back to you guys.
Thank you. I just caught Laurel looking at your forecast and shaking her head almost in disbelief because it's going to be around for a couple of days, which is really important. It's important to make a plan, everybody at home, when you're dealing with this type of heat. So check in on your neighbors now.
Such a good idea, and one option is to go to a cooling center. They are free, open to anyone who needs a place to go. Our Tim Gordon is out in the heat this afternoon, but Tim, you've been inside too, thank goodness, to check out those cooling shelters.
Yeah, I've been inside a little bit. We were in the one that I'm standing behind right here. They're opening up all over the metro area right now, but this is the Arbor Lodge Shelter here in North Portland. It just opened up at noon today. These are going to play a critical role in the next couple of days, really, keeping people cool and safe. Let's take you inside Arbor Lodge, which is here at Lombard, North Denver Avenue. This is a 24-hour cooling center, so there are mats set up for resting and sleeping inside. And besides the air conditioning, they've got other helpful things like food, cold drinks, especially water. There are places to sit and read a book if you like. And yes, pets are welcome too. And we've seen several nice animals here already this afternoon. So this is for anyone who needs it, from the houseless to those who don't have a way to cool off their homes. You know, many of us feel fortunate during this heat wave not to be in either of those categories, but we can help by checking in on others.
It'd be great for folks to check on their neighbors, their loved ones, older folks in the neighborhood. If they could check on those folks, check in on them, and try to encourage them to get out into a cooling center or somewhere else that's cool if they're at home without air conditioning.
Yeah, another way you can help during the heat is by volunteering at one of these cooling centers. You know, Portland and Multnomah County still needs some more assistance on that. And there's a link to sign up at kgw.com. We've also got a list of all the cooling centers in the area there as well. You know, you can also go to 211, just dial 211 for more information on all of this, and also to arrange a ride to somewhere cooler if you need it. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you mentioned the fortunate people with the air conditioning. All it takes is one power outage or one AC on the fritz, and you might need one of those places as well. Tim, thank you so much. Yeah. And there are cooling centers located all across our area over the next couple of days. We've got another quick way for you to find them. Just text the word HEAT to the number that you see on your screen, 503-226-5088. And we will send you a direct link to your phone for the cooling centers, and you'll be able to find them very easily. You can get a link also for the latest forecast and temperatures that way as well.